welcome to Bay Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. And I'm here this evening to do the very first video for the month of May 2017, and I'm going to begin with the sign of Aries. Then after this, I'm going to do Cancer, and there's a reason for that. First things first, I'm burning my candle from intuitivecandles.com. I always give them a quick little plug. These are 100% soy-based candles. They are not harmful to your health, and when the wax melts down, tin foil in the bottom, and it has a reveal of a mineral stone, quartz, this kind of thing that brings all kinds of good stuff to you. I've actually got 3 on tonight. Whoever seen that TV show, The A-Team? You remember Mr. T? Well, I'm Mrs. T. I'm going to be, the more candles that I get, I'm going to be weighed down. This is the one that I was going on a belly aching about in the last videos, the weeklies. My yellow agate, I finally found it, and I'm wearing it. And then there's my rose quartz, which I never take off. My aventurine, very first one. My last one in this candle that I'm burning, it's also called Acadia maple syrup and smells like pancakes cooking. I've been wanting one of these for so long. It's an amethyst pendulum. I am in love, totally in love. All right, so that's right too. What am I doing here? There's that. I've got, oh, I forgot to burn another candle. My white one. It's for kind of like protection and stuff. Feel good. Good energies. And the best part is I received in the mail this, I've got it half gone. It was long. And this is a braid of sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is all part of the traditional smudging ceremony that originates and is still in use to this day, probably thousands of years now, by the indigenous peoples of North America. And I do this smudge with them in mind, their traditions, and respect for them as well. So what I've done is I've got my mix of cedar that has been picked here, and grandpa's beard, or Spanish moss for the technical side. Don't ask me the Latin term, I don't know. And let's see. Okay, oops, I forgot something. Tiny bit of tobacco is very sacred to the indigenous people to put that in their offering, a smudge. This is to clear out all the negative energies and cleanse everything and refresh everything. And it's also scientifically proven to cleanse out 95% of the airborne bacteria in your home as well when you put a smudge up. You should smudge all your entryways. That's the main thing. Every corner of every room. It's almost if you were a priest, you'd be coming in and you'd be blessing every room. It's the same idea. I even open up my fridge and cupboards and give up thanks, even if they're empty. And there are times they're empty. I'm no different than anybody else. This is a fish household, as they say. It's getting better, but anyway. All right, so here we go. I'm going to light the smudge. Calling on my spirit guides at the same time, since they like to hang around during the readings. They've been seen. I know who they are. I know one by name. And believe me, they're here. Most people would say, property's haunted. The whole beach is haunted. The cove is haunted. Why wouldn't it be? There's a 300-year-old graveyard with the original ancestors buried there at the end of the beach. Now, you're not going to catch for me. What's the problem? Come on, guys. Kick it up a bit. Help me out here. Thank you. Let's see. There we go. Campfire in my hand. It smells like heaven. I'm telling you, we need smell-o-vision, people. This smudge is dedicated to Pam Cassidy, Patty, and Eugene Valensky. Valensky? I'm not sure. I'd have to look it again and sound it out. You know who you are. Everybody else in the group from Bay Fundy Fortunes, this smudge is for you guys, every one of you. Boys, they moved me today. I've been sick for a little bit. I'm slowly getting over it. I've had a lot of healing done today. And, okay, there's a smudge. One for the reader. And the brand new cards. It's their very first smudge as well. And this has the sweetgrass, as I said, so how lucky. Give them a good smudge. Oh, they feel so good in the hand where they're brand new. I got a little bit more there that could burn yet. Hold on, guys. You guys, the rest of you don't like it. You can, if it's taking too long to get to the reading, well, you can scroll ahead here. Or you can leave. Either one. There we go. Look at that, Aries. In group. This is for you guys. Eugene, Patty, and Pam. Everybody else that left comments today as well. Thank you so much. All of you. I'll be redoing this on the Cancer video after this one. All right. I think that's it, guys. We can get into the reading. Woohoo. Very first reading with the brand new cards. I'll probably be dropping them because they shuffle so beautifully. They're pretty slick. I'm not catching on anything now. Here we go. We're going in. I'm very excited. New deck. There they go. I don't do pop-outs. That's nothing magical to me. This may be the esoteric world, but I try to keep it as real as I can. So, we want messages for the sign of Aries, please. Masters of the universe, masters of the natural world order, and my spirit guides. I know you're here. I can feel you here. So help bring forth some messages for this beautiful sign of Aries tonight. They deserve it. I have put them through their paces. I'm smiling because the group today just... I was feeling pretty pissed off a while ago, put it that way. And I've been sick. And I didn't need anything more negative, and I'm the one feeling small. I should have just bit it back, but I didn't. Anyway, they were all in on it, what it was that was eating me up, what had happened, and it was no big deal, really. But boys, they pulled me out of that dark place we all go to sometimes. And I even feel physically better now because I've had some healing applied, so, which is just fantastic and magical. Beautiful day here. Fog, sun, fog, more fog, heavy, thick, soupy fog, the kind you can't see past your own backyard kind of fog. I think the spirits were restless. This is for Aries. Ah, this is fantastic. Brand new cards. They're so beautiful. So grateful to the creators and the designers of the card. Beautiful. I'm doing my own one day. They're going to be Bay Atlantic. Yes, I'm going to do an Atlantic one, but I'm doing Bay of Thunder Fortunes Tarot as well. I got help with that one. As soon as I can get to it. Digital artist is going to help me with that. They're going to be fantastic. We're going to stay as authentic as we can with the readings. Okay, one more. I'm being nudged. One more twirl. Hold on, guys. It's coming. We're only 8 minutes in. This is for Aries. Thank you for this. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Here we go for our month of May 2017. Brand new reading, brand new month coming up. Very first card, 7 of Wands. It's all about endurance. This is a 5-card spread for anyone that's new. Card number 2, your wealth and your finances. I don't know why they're landing there, but we're going to find out. And it's the Lovers. Card number 3, the 4 of Swords. It's all about recovery. And this is your hearth, your home, your family, and the people that are closest to your heart. Recovery. I'm glad to see that. Card number 4, your challenges. Well, why would this be a challenge? What are you doing here? 10 of Pentacles is all about luck. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Somebody cutting off their nose to spite their face is what I think. They don't refusing to be happy. And your message from Spirit, it is the Chariot. And it is about movement. All right. When I am through exhausting the messages from those 5 cards, I will pull one significator. And I'm going to set them out so I don't forget them. I only use these once a month now. That's a sin. From a deck of, it's just called Tarot. Just simply Tarot. So I'll pull one significator from my deck of Tarot at the end. All right, first card, 7 of Wands. Let's see what we have. I've been itching to get at these all night. Endurance, 7 of Wands. So it seems like somebody may be having a dispute over territory, property, boundary lines, and this kind of a thing. Some of you will have to fight for a relationship and keep your integrity in check if you find yourself in that situation. I forgot to say at the beginning, for those that are new, this is in a general reading. It's a free reading, and the reason being is because thousands of you view this video, and it can't hit home for everybody. Some of you may walk away and may not mean anything. Some of it will, and I'm told the odd time it's hit somebody 100% from start to finish, so that's why they're free. So if it means nothing to you, don't ask me why. It's just not meant for you, okay? Um, let's see. Some of you may face some direct resistance to any plans that you have in place right now. You may find yourself defending yourself or another person or speaking on behalf of a group, maybe even. I'm feeling more defending another person that's not there to stand up for themselves. Somebody's going to find themselves doing that. The advice of this card, make sure your communications are loud and clear so that there's no misunderstandings at all. Especially when it comes to negotiations, make sure you're clear on both sides, yours and theirs as well. If there's any confrontation, any resistance that's really, really strong and negative and kind of in your face kind of stuff, just take the higher moral ground. You'll be happy that you did. Sometimes we need to bite back. I didn't do that today. I'm not going to get into it, but I didn't do it today. So I should have. It's always best to take the higher moral ground because that way your mind is clear, your conscience is clear, and you know you didn't do anything in any wrong in any way, in any shape, in any form. Your courage right now, Aries, and your endurance are very, very, very strong. The energies are like tight. They're not all floating off away from each other. They're all in and they're all tight and they're all together. Your keywords are defense, resilience, because anything that you face right now, Aries, is just the energies around you. Even if something slams you back and slams you hard or slams you down, you have enough resilience right now within the energies that are in your own sphere to get right back up again and say, I'm still standing. Solid. I am still standing. That's where you're at right now. There's feelings of protection as well over the loved ones or even over your property, but anything that kind of is in your world. I don't want to say belong to you because people don't belong to each other, but you're feeling a sense of protection over what is your world. We'll put it that way, and that means everything and everybody within it. Because some of you are facing opposition right now to, and it's hitting home is what I'm hearing. It's hitting home. For some of you, it's over territory. And some of you feel like you may be feeling force, but you have resistance at this time right now. You have resistance. That's your overall energy for the reading. The second card is your wealth and your finances. Okay, right off. There's people fighting over. People are breaking up, and they're fighting over stuff, and they're fighting over money, and they're fighting over who gets what and what the value is of this and that. Some of you have reached a point of absolutely no return. It's a done deal. It's finished. It's cut off. And some of you have to make more mature decisions, and you're aware of that. And at the same time saying, what are mature decisions? Those are the things you don't want to do, but you have to do. That's what it's called, being mature. To be blunt about it. But make your decisions because decisions need to be made, and go by the seat of your pants for some of you and hope for the best when you land on the other side. Some of you will be looking at making investments into your future. Some of you are going to be buying a home. Some of you for the first time, I'm hearing. And some of you are going to be moving due to your job transfers, getting new employment. You need to make a physical move. For some of you, those choices aren't as straightforward, especially as the card is putting out there. They're not that cut and dry. They usually aren't. There's usually more involved in that. This is your life. You're moving your life. You're not just moving house for a job. You're moving your life in this case. That means leaving behind friends and family, this kind of a thing. Relationships, either commit, bond, or walk away at this time. Now's the time to do it, all right? And also for singles, there's some new serious love coming into your life right now. Now, what the heck is wrong with that? Hi, Aries. Not a thing. Being in love is a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful thing. The advice of the card is to make your choices right now based on long term rather than short term anything. Short term love, short term money, short term job. Look at the big picture, look at the long term. You may be there for a while. That's why that's coming forward for you. Okay. For those of you um, that are single as well, this is for some of you that are single. Wait for the right person rather than be distracted by empty flirtation from other people. If other people are hitting on you, well, of course they are. You're just dead sexy, right, Aries? And all the Aries I know are good-looking people. Hey, what can I say? Anyways, yeah, just don't be distracted by empty. There's no substance to flirting. Flirting comes and it's gone as fast as it comes. It doesn't even mean anything. Maybe that you caught someone's attention for a few minutes, and maybe that's enough for you. Maybe it should, well, you know what the card is saying, it should be enough. You hold out for the real thing. It's coming. It's going to be fantastic. Right in every sense of the word. Your keywords are love and commitment, future plans, maturity, emotions, dedication, and separation. The separation and the maturity are coming in here. And this is where the financial problems are lying between the two of you. There's some stuff that needs to be divided down the middle, or maybe 60-40 or something. It has to be fair and down the middle. And you guys are having a hard time reaching that mature level to make decisions that maybe you don't want to make. Your third card is your hearth, your home, your love, your family, everybody that you love and loves you and is close to your heart and your home. One moment. It's wet, but it's Diet Coke, and I'm not a Coke girl. I'm all about Diet Pepsi. Diet 7-Up is my favorite. Okay. Four Swords. All about recovery for some. And there it is. Look at these cards. They're just beautiful. Oh, they feel so good. These have my name written all over it. I tell you, and I put my stink all over them too. Okay, I was going to do something, but I'm not going to do it. Some of you already know what I'm talking about, what I'm looking at here. Oh, this is fun tonight. I'm glad I'm doing this. When this card appears, it's showing that and telling you that this is the time to take a break. Okay. For some of you, this may be imposed upon you. You may be forced into taking a break, even though you don't want to. You're saying, well, no, I like going to work every day. What am I going to do if I can't get up tomorrow or for the next 7 days and not go to work? Some of you may work at plants or places where they're kind of like, I'm like 4.5 kilometers from a nuclear plant, and they do shutdowns, and some of you are being forced into a shutdown right now. So, and you're just kind of lost without knowing what to do with yourself. You're not happy about it. So when you're in that, it's being imposed upon you, because if you had a choice, you wouldn't be doing this. For some of you, it is a choice, a very few. You need to take time away from work. Some of you need to take time away from relationships, and stressful commitments as well are coming to the forefront right now. I just see somebody in a caregiving role. They're tired, their back hurts. Somebody with a sore back. It's too much. It's even when you're not doing the heavy work and the heavy lifting to put strain on the back, the minute you walk into the place, your back starts hurting. It's more psychological. It is stress, because stress can hurt the back. It does a lot. If I get stressed, that's the first place. There and in my stomach are the first places I get hit, and they drain me and exhaust me. So yes, that's quite normal. Quiet time is needed for people like you right now. You do need to take a bit of a break and go away, just relax even. Um, you need to take every opportunity to look after yourself and recuperate and enjoy a gentler place of life, hence the card recovery. So the advice is to accept this is how things need to be right now for those of you that are being forced into taking some time off. Progress is to be made when the time is right. So you're all good. Now's the time to do this. And your keywords are inaction, time away, taking a relationship break, healing, peace, stillness, and rest. So number 4 is your challenges for the month. And this is one of the best cards in the deck. I have no idea what it's doing here. We'll give it a minute to come in, I'm sure. We will. We just will. I mean, by help of my pendulum. This gives you inner knowing. And this is for the third eye and intuition. So I can't go wrong here with all this help. So some of you, there it is. Some of you are not believing that good luck is finally on the way. There's a sense of disbelief, is what it is. You're so jaded that you don't believe that good luck is coming in the way. There's your challenge. You have to get hope again. You have to believe again. That's your challenge for the month of May. You're not believing in much of anything, even let alone yourself in many areas of your life. But some of you are going to be celebrating a windfall or an unexpected financial bonus. You may be getting a little extra from your job. You will be appreciating the stability that this brings. A family gathering is in the card for some of you as well right now. Usual limitations are everybody's going to be feeling so good at this celebration that old grudges, oppositions, people that you're on opposite sides of subjects on, usually within backyard barbecues and house gatherings, everybody is painfully polite to people that they really don't even want to be in the same building with. You know, family, cousins and aunts and uncles and cousins and things like this that don't really get along really well. All that's going to fall to the wayside. This celebration is a celebration of the closest friends and family. And there's just a lot of love floating around in that building, in that house. Something absolutely wonderful has happened to somebody out there, and it probably does. It could be winning a lottery. It could be something, or somebody giving you a large gift of money as well. That could be in the cards for you as well. All usual irritations are going to disappear for you. In relationships, the card predicts families being joined by love. If feelings declare commitment follows, a couple moves in together or announces a wedding announcement as well. The advice of the card is to appreciate the bonds that you have right now. Share the love that comes with it as well. Your keywords are family, celebration, luck, generosity, money, completeness, and love. Your last card in this 5-card spread is the Chariot. And the Chariot, he's just all about action and movement. This guy doesn't sit still for nothing or nobody, and he'll even bowl you over. His ego sometimes get in the way, but when he's knocking you over, he's in a big rush to get to where he's going. That's for everybody who's not this guy. He will just get out of his way. You can give it to him later when he comes back, because this is an energy that what goes around is going to come around. In this case, see, no, I've got to bite back a lot of things that I just want to be Natalie for like 0.1 seconds, and I can't do that. I got to be the bigger guy. I've been sick for 4 or 5 days, and I'm feeling better now, thanks to Pam and all the good wishes from the group as well. And I'm just tickled pink to be here right now. So I'm full of hellry. I got some making up to do. That's what's wrong with me here tonight. Take time. The advice of the card is take time to get active. Deliberately plan your moves out at this time. That's the best way to go. You can move forward with your plans once you got everything in place, and just watch your ego when it's needed to, and enjoy this time of power and motivation. There's somebody that's been given a green light. Somebody's gotten a lot of support to go through with an idea that they had or something they've been sitting and waiting on. One of you has gotten the support, and you can't get to the matter at hand fast enough, and it's like, everybody get out of my way, because I'm coming through. Your keywords are journeys and determination and willpower, project, friction, guidance, and protection. So that's your message from Spirit right there. So now we're going to do, that was a good reading, Aries. That wasn't bad at all. And now we do our significator. Oh, I've missed you guys. I have missed you guys. This is a significator for this 5-card spread, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Work with me. That's them. All Ready? Okay. All right. What have we? The Seven of Swords is what we have. And let me, I always pull my book of tarot on these, but in the Oceanic, it's the Thief card. Oh, that was meant to be. Opened right up. All right, the Lord of Futility represents the times in life where we feel too overwhelmed and doubtful to act decisively towards our problems. Just thoughts running through my head on that. It will usually appear when there are difficult decisions to be made, or when situations arise that require that we take action. When it's expected that you do something, that's when it's hardest. That's when it's hardest for me. It makes a lot of sense. And when we're weary, feeling overstressed and helpless, we do nothing at all. No, that's not me. As a result, of course, things get inevitably worse. So you need to be, the taking the being imposed upon to take the break and to sit down and just sit back and do nothing. That's got a lot to do with that. Heed those warnings; those are flags for you. Well, Aries, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I enjoyed doing it. It was fun. I'll pull you guys in a little bit. Whoops. There we go. Love using my new cards. You guys are my virgins, my guinea pigs. So anyway, I want to thank you very, very much for watching. I hope it resonated with most of you. That's a good reading for May. I'll be back in, after a week's time and let these get kind of like mellowed out into the month. And we'll be going back into the weeklies again. So we'll follow that along and see if any of it unfolds. For everybody else, especially to my group, I gotta have the best group on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. It's just the right size. It's small and intimate enough and tight enough that a lot of people don't have to feel like they have to contribute or talk at all, and it's not expected, but I'm glad that they're there. They're there for a reason. And then there are those that comment. You get that in every group, and they were really there today. Thank you very much, guys, from the bottom of my heart to yours. You have no idea. I wish you could see inside of me. If I could open myself up to show you how grateful I am that you're there. Thank you very much. You guys are the foundation that holds the seabed floor, that is a seabed floor, that holds the tides, the greatest tides in the world from the mighty Bay of Fundy. Without you guys, there'd be nothing. And I think that's about it. Thank you for your likes and your shares and your views and your comments down below. And your thumbs up, your thumbs down, they're okay. That's okay. And I think that's about it for now. Oh, if you like the reading, if you're new to the channel, please there's a bell button. If you hit that, you'll be notified every time Bay of Fundy Fortunes posts anything new. You can find me on Blogspot, on Google, on Twitter, and on Facebook under the Facebook group Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You are more than welcome to join us there. There's usually stuff going on in there. So anyway, from my heart to yours, you can always find me right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes or walking the beach along the water's edge down below, dipping my toes sometimes in the warmer weather into the waters of the mighty Bay of Fundy, which bring in the highest tides on the planet. And I am a high tide junkie, so you can always catch me waiting on the next high tide. Thank you very much, and good night. Bye-bye.